Hello and welcome to White Men Can't Pod. I'm your host Ryan, and I'm here with two of my co-hosts. Bill, you're one.
Are you telling me Jesus Christ couldn't host a podcast? Did I do that one yet?
That's
That was
good.
a good one. That was a good one.
And also Wally Fuller.
Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme, get on up. It's podcast time. I'm never going to change, just so you know.
That's fine.
That's too much effort.
Yeah, I like the one you.
Well, when I run out of this one specific movie quotes, then it will be difficult. But actually, that's
telling me
really
Jesus can't host a podcast. That's a great.
That was a
name.
good one. That was a very, very good one.
That's
Yeah.
a good one. I swear, if you guys make fun of me 13 or 14 more times, I'm out of here. It's basketball. Now I'm up, so I picked a sport that doesn't exist. Basketball, starring Trey and Matt, the creators of South Park, as themselves, kind
Yeah.
of.
more or less.
Yeah.
Coop and Reamer.
Coop and Reamer, two childhood friends, are pro athletes of a national sport called basketball, a hybrid of basketball and baseball. They must deal with a greedy businessman scheming against their team.
Wants to make that money.
How do we first see basketball?
I want to say my
Oh.
friend's basement.
For sure in college. I did
Oh,
not.
you were late to the party?
Yeah, I was very late to the party on this one.
We saw this in 1998.
Yes, for
So
sure. I think it was in my friend's basement. I don't think it was theaters or anything.
Somebody
but-
had it. Somebody had it on
Yeah.
VHS. Were DVDs out then?
I want to say this is a VHS.
I want to say it's a
for me.
VHS. I want to say it was a VHS. So, all right. I don't even know if we have records for box office game, but let me look.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't been keeping stats on it.
Hold on. How much did basketball make in the theaters?
In the theaters. Do we have a film budget?
Not sure. Hold on.
I will venture a guess because South Park was a thing at this point. Not at its full glory, but
I'd say
Not
getting
there.
close.
Not quite there.
this
yeah.
is what?
Because
Like,
South Park started, what, 90?
7.
Really? That's it?
but we're still a
think.
few
Oh,
years
okay.
away from the movie, right?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
right around.
Movie was
this
like
time.
2002, 2003, I feel like. It was late.
So
It's after this? Okay. How much did this movie make?
$53.5 million.
Wow, that would mean this is an epic hit.
Yeah, no, I think this is more like $7 million.
You are right on the money, Wally.
Seven?
$7 million.
$7
That's it.
million.
I thought you were gonna win via just Price is Right rules. but-
7 million.
I thought so too.
Wow.
7 million. $27,290.
That's not very much.
That's close. That's a close guess right there. That is not a lot of money. That is not a lot of money. South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut came out in 1999.
Oh,
This came out in 98.
Really?
Oh, I didn't realize it was that close.
Yep.
Yeah.
Trey Parker and Matt Stone agreed to do this film under the assumption that South Park would have been canceled. It wasn't. Now they were fully committed to both projects and had to attend to principal photography for this project in the day and produce South Park during the night.
Oh, I didn't know.
They couldn't sleep during production.
Budget $23 million.
Is that real?
Apparently.
Wow.
Well, I mean, look at all the people they got, though.
Yeah.
They got a lot of big
A lot
name
of
people.
A
celebrities.
lot of guests. The movie is based on a real-life game that director David Zucker actually played with his friends in the driveway of his house. Many of the reappearing teammates are friends of his and actual players of the original game. Wow.
I was confused by the teammates because they're clearly there, but they are never involved in the game.
Yeah, it's got to be like an injury situation, or like
I don't
you
know.
can make subs.
I did not understand why there's so many people.
Because there was like 8 people on the team, but only 3 ever played.
Here's some
Yeah.
more interesting facts. I know we do it at the end, but whatever. These are fun. The internet slang for stupidity, the expression derp, was created on the set of this movie.
Really?
Derp, created by Matt Stone on this movie.
Does it have context for what the derp was?
It means
how did-
stupid.
Well,
Well,
no,
no,
but
like
what
how
the
did
original
he-
derp was?
I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Derp was used in a number of South Park episodes after this.
That's funny.
Chris Farley was originally supposed to play the role of Joe Cooper.
Oh.
I could see that.
The script was offered to Trey and Matt, who rewrote it to reflect their sensibilities. The word dude is spoken a total of 98 times in the movie.
That's it?
Including after the credits.
I started counting cocks because in the first
Yeah.
first scene, 3 cocks
Beer
immediately. And then it was not a thing after
Oh,
that.
when they were like whispering it at people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have any segments to name from last week?
No.
Okay. Do you want to do an eBay war to start? Because this doesn't really pop up in the movie, I don't think. We could do an eBay war to start. A very rare basketball movie promo seat cushion, 1998. Very rare.
Very rare.
Very rare promo seat cushion in used condition. One small mark of possible ink, a sort of line mark, shown in the photos. Sold as is shown. Very rare promo item. How much do you think a basketball seat cushion, is going for on eBay?
I have to go first because I'm up 2-1 on Bill.
Okay.
I'm going to say
It's about 13 and a half inches long.
that's what she said.
Not as long as Trey and Matt's cock.
Oh
in the
my
movie.
god, that was
It's
great.
true.
I actually rewound because I didn't catch it at first.
Oh, he swung it?
And then he swung it, and he looked down as he was walking away. I'm like, what's going on there? So I rewound and I watched the whole scene again. I'm like, oh, okay.
Because it,
Yeah.
disappears below the screen. You can,
Yeah,
you
it's
can see it hanging
just the
between-
neck.
That's
lots of
like-
shaft.
It just immediately I thought they were just like they had poles or something like in front. I didn't think, oh no,
They're
that's for
dicks.
penises. Yeah,
Their dicks are 12 feet long.
I will say $20.
No.
20. It's an extremely rare item.
Yes.
This is probably higher, but I will say $30.
You're right. It's much higher. Is you, Bill, the winner, $153?
I would not have guessed that high.
$153.21.
How many bids on it? Like 100 so far?
No bids.
No
It's,
bids? Oh, okay.
it's 11 watchers. So
Okay.
that means that's good. 11 watchers. Selling the seller, Laser Juice. I feel
Laser
like we've had
Juice.
Laser Juice before. I feel like we've had him on eBay Wars before in the past. All right. Time to talk about this movie. All right. We begin on Reggie Jackson.
Loser.
Yankee hitting his third home run in the World Series, which really happened.
Allegedly really happened.
Which really happened. We see Trey and Matt as kids, Coop and Reamer. Coop catches the home run and says, "Someday I'm going to be a big sports star too." And Reamer's like, "I don't care, whatever." Then we see what happened to sports after Reggie Jackson hit his third home run.
Yep.
Sports were destroyed because of excessive celebration, corporations, players not wanting to be on the same team and moving around a lot. They show the Cowboys score a touchdown.
And then do
and
a
do
full Irish jig.
full-on river dance.
River dance, yeah.
Which was fun. Stadiums became billboards, including Tampax Arena, which
I remember loving that.
which I think we used at some point in
I'm
one
sure.
of our
When
when
we
you can
built
make
a stadium or
yeah, make
whatever.
an arena. We made Tampax Arena. We didn't talk. I guess we didn't talk enough about how much this movie was important to us as 13-year-olds.
I remember as a 13-year-old just thinking this is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
Hands down.
thought it was the funniest. You were saying, I forgot we did this. We've convinced our gym teacher to play it in gym class.
Yeah. Toned down version, but we were still like trying to like psych each other out and stuff.
Is that where the ball hit the radiator and exploded? Was that from
I
that?
don't think so, but I don't know. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
So this was a big deal, and eventually I own this thing, which everybody's made fun of me about that I own this thing, but I stand by it. I'm keeping it. All right, so stadiums became billboards. Players move around a lot. They explain. I like this. Where like the team names like, oh, the Lakers move where there's no lakes, and this happened, and then they say, and the Jazz moved to Utah where they don't allow music.
Yep.
I like that one. The Raiders moved from Oakland to L.A. and then back to Oakland, and no one noticed.
True. And that joke's still relevant with the Vegas thing. players wouldn't play, so they had to get people from prisons, mental institutions, and Texas. They had interleague play. Then they replaced interleague play with intersports play, and they show a guy in pads hit a baseball. And a guy goes to catch it, and he gets tackled by a guy in the outfield. Basically, the fans are out, and then we see an adult Coop and Reamer show up to Brittany Kaiser's house. And this movie, it goes right into, like, super fucked up.
Yep.
It's like, I'm at this reunion we're not invited to because I really want to fuck Brittany.
Yep, as they're peeing in the bushes.
Her dad opens the door and like, what? Beer? Cock? That's where you get all the cocks. They're the losers of high school. They weren't invited to the party. They go in Brittany's room and creep around and smell her underwear, and they find a dildo, and then they lick the dildo.
Vibrator.
They're rubbing panties on their face and licking the vibrator.
Then Brittany catches them and says, "Why are you in my mom's room?" And they're like, "Oh God!"
And then he licks it more.
Yeah. They go out back, have a few beers, shoot some hoops, and they talk about, well, you know, what are we gonna do? We need jobs. That's our major problem here is we don't have jobs. Well, what can we do for a job? Well, we're good at basketball if you don't have to run, jump, or move at all. So they get challenged by two jocks to play 2-on-2. And like, all right, fine. We'll play it for $20. And Coop says, all right, no, $50. And Reamer's like, we don't have $50. And he goes, we don't have 20. And they start putting on an impressive layup display.
Yep.
You know, some reverses. They're looking good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that's when Coop decides, oh, we're not going to play 2-on-2. We're going to play a new game we picked up in the hood. It's baseball rules, and this is where you have to shoot. There's a single, a double, a triple, and a home run. And
from behind the meatballs.
Yep.
yeah, behind the meatballs is a home run. And you're allowed to psych people out, which they don't tell him at first because the guy goes to shoot and he spits beer all over him. And he's like, what the fuck, man? He goes, that's an out. You're allowed to psych people out. As long as they don't touch you, I can psych you out. And the psych out is probably the best thing in this movie.
Yeah.
The psych outs are the
But again,
funniest.
not as great as I remember
No.
them being.
No, yeah, they were
They
tamer than I remember.
they were not as funny as I remember, but I remember loving the psych outs. Actually,
Absolutely.
I think Unsolved Mysteries might be my favorite thing in this whole movie.
That or
was
how
so
creepy Al
good.
Michaels is might be my favorite.
There's a couple great side things in this. Another guy comes up to shoot, and Reamer says, I fucked your sister. And I get mad. He says, we can do whatever we want. And then they win. Nobody really seems to care. The girls just feel sorry for the boys that lost. He's like, it didn't work at all. Like, all right, well, we'll go back and refine the game at our house.
Well, he's like, we got to get jobs, man. We get jobs, then we can get khakis. Then we can get girls.
Yeah.
Which, so is that part of
That's
my
part of
plan?
yes.
Wear
Yes.
khakis.
Yes.
So how's it go again? It's
Put on khakis.
put on khakis.
Go to the bar.
yeah.
Yep.
Wink.
Eye contact with someone across the room and wink
Yeah.
at her.
Yep.
Wink.
Walk up to her.
Approach.
Hold
her
hand.
hand.
Yep.
Tell her I want to move in with her.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's it. That's where we left it.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think that's
All right.
But
I
now
think
I'm wearing khakis. It's coming together.
Yeah, the plan is coming together. I like this part where the psych outs. These are maybe the funniest psych outs to me as an adult. Where he's like Ted Nugent.
I remember as a kid not
Steve
understanding, but
Perry.
thinking it was hilarious that the psych out was just Steve Perry, and that one holds up. I still think that one's fun.
Steve Perry. They figure out that if you miss and tip it in, it's a double play. But if you miss a tip in, you can tip it back in
Yeah.
for the actual
Just for
run.
a save or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for a save.
Which I don't remember that rule. I remember the tip-ins, but I don't remember the tip-ins.
Oh, I messed up. I forgot the final psych out, which is Reamer going, oh, God, I think I got one of Brittany's mom's pubic hairs in my teeth.
Yeah.
And it works.
And then
like,
he wins.
oh, man, great psych out.
No, I think I found another one.
It wasn't a psych out. Steve Perry. Squeak, the character Squeak,
Yeah.
shows up. He's working for the gas company. He's going to turn off their gas because they can't afford anything. And he's bullied by both of them, even though he's their friend. He's like, is your dog locked away safely in your domicile?
Yeah, he's not. He's at the vet.
He's at the vet getting his claws taken out. What dog gets his claws taken out? So he goes to the back. Of course, he gets attacked by the dog. They're still working on the game.
Was it just me, or did you guys put together? There's this 3 weird crew of people. There's our 3 weird crew of people.
Oh, you want
Okay. Oh, we could. Oh.
and then assign who's who. I guess.
Oh, you want to assign who's Squeak?
I didn't say that.
Fuck.
You
Fuck
know?
you guys. I am not Squeak.
You were the one that said it. Neither
Yeah,
of
because I
us
saw
did.
your wheels turning there.
You're right. You're not Squeak. You're a little bitch. You walked into that.
Bastards.
You are the rookie. You need to be hazed still.
Yeah.
Oh my god. 15 years later, I still need to be hazed because I'm the rookie.
Because we make no new friends.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
My name's not Squeak. It's Kenny. All right, little bitch. All right. If you want to shut off our gas, you want to stop me calling Squeak or bitch, you shoot for it. Just make the shot, and we'll never call you those things again. You can shut the gas off. No big deal. So he goes to shoot. I forget how they psych him out. They psych him out with Steve Perry, I think.
Yeah.
And then he misses. It breaks a window. And they go, huh. And it flies over...
Back into the
Back
yard.
into the yard. It doesn't break a window. It flies over the
hits
roof.
the dog.
It hits the dog. And then they're like, oh, tough break, Squeak. Now you got to get the ball, bitch. Now we cut to the whole neighborhood is into the game. Their big psych outs are, yo, your sister's going out with Squeak. And the guys keep missing. And Squeak's like, what? Why? And Reamer says, well, we got to say totally fucked up shit to get him psyched out. And he's like, why is that totally fucked up shit if I would date somebody? Coop makes a basketball, an official basketball, out of their lazy boy. Cuts out all the...
cuts a bunch of fabric out
cuts
of
out the fabric
the
and
leather.
stuffs it. Squeak gets kicked out of his house, so he has to come live with them now. And they say, all right, well, you're going to sleep in this room, and this is where we get the... Oh, that's a good couch. That's
This
a nice,
might be the best line
nice
of the
pull-out
movie.
couch. No, that's not where you sleep. That's where the dog sleeps. You sleep here. It's a cardboard box on the ground. He's like, how am I supposed to get a chick in that thing? You couldn't get a chick in that thing if you had $100 hanging out of your zipper. Oh, you rip on me 13 or 14 more times? I'm out of here.
Yep.
6 months later, we cut to 6 months later, the game has really exploded. The whole neighborhood's there.
Mm-hmm.
It's the championship, and they are called the Shirts, which I thought was funny.
Yeah.
The Shirts, they win the championship on a tip-in, like we said.
A pretty sweet tip-in, yeah.
Nice tip-in. Ernest Borgnine shows up, and he wants to buy the league. And he's like, you kids with your Zimas,
Yep.
let's start a league where nobody gets paid, players can't be traded, and any normal Joe can be a sports hero. All right.
Makes sense, except maybe pay the players.
Yeah. Sign up for it, and we cut to the stadium.
Well, like 4 years later?
Yeah, 5 years later, we're at Beer Garden, which is home of the Beers. That's
Yep.
the name of their team.
The team is the Beers. Yeah.
The Beers. All the team names are something.
Something.
House band, Real Big Fish.
Just always there playing.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Real Big Fish,
Which is
house
awesome.
band.
That's cool.
I like it. I don't think in 1998 I knew who Real Big Fish was.
I'm sure that I didn't.
I think it was years later, a couple years later, that we became obsessed with them. Bob Costas and Al Michaels, out of work now, have to call basketball together. Which is like, I don't think they've ever worked together before or since, but they're here together.
I kind of like them together. I thought they were, they both had the kind of same voice, and I enjoyed it. It's a very smooth voice.
I thought they
They're
were
both so weird in this too.
both
Oh,
weird
yeah.
and funny.
You're
Ted.
excited to feel these nipples.
Ted, a lot of Quote Mountain coming up. Ted Denslow is married to Jenny McCarthy, so it's like, South Park,
Yep.
Yep.
big win.
Basketball
12
and
or 13.
baseball.
Basketball and baseball. We've got Jenny fucking McCarthy,
Yep.
big fan of her in 1998.
Mm-hmm.
Yasmin Bleeth, also a big fan of
yeah.
her.
Yeah.
Then they have the Playmate of the Year. Whatever her name
Victoria
is later.
Silstead, Playmate of the
Yeah.
Year.
Yep.
Is that Victoria Silstead, Playmate of the Year? Yes, it's Victoria Silstead, Playmate of the Year. Al Michaels is hot for the cheerleaders, of course.
Yeah, he says oh, isn't it strange that 5 years ago they were playing this in a driveway? And Michaels goes, yeah, and isn't it strange that 5 years ago these girls were in grade school?
Oh my God.
I think he said high school, didn't he?
I don't think so.
I don't think he did.
God.
Coop hits a triple. He's hit for the cycle 7 times tonight.
Yeah.
Squeak freaks out at Reamer because he's got to make a big shot, and he just gets screamed at. So he does go in and hit a single. He's consistently good.
Yeah, he is one of their starters.
He's a consistent player. Baxter Kane, the evil owner of the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, I'm sorry.
Excuse me, Dallas Felons.
Dallas Felons.
Same thing. Yeah.
No.
Oh.
No. Cowboys are different from Felons.
Oh.
Kind of.
Now.
Not so much now.
Reamer knocks in a run. Coop's back up. This is for the title. When Ernest Borgnine, the owner, Denslow, whatever, swallows a hot dog and dies.
Yep.
So he misses the shot because he's worried about Denslow.
That's a psych out right there.
And it loses to the annoying psych out guy. And they lose the championship. And then he's really pissed off, so Reamer comes over and makes him do the happy dance, which is a thing that happens a couple times.
Yep.
Which is not great.
Nope.
What an unfortunate thing to happen on Dozen Egg Night. And the crowd just eggs the players.
It doesn't egg.
Dozen Egg Night. The hot dog keeps popping out in and out when Coop is trying to give CPR to Denslow, and then
Nobody notices.
Denslow, he misses it all the time, and then Denslow points to the bunny and goes, "Get this man a hot dog," and he's just like, "Really?" And that's how he dies. I like this joke where they interview the winners, and Baxter, the evil owner, is like, "Yeah, sad day, real sad," as they're like celebrating with the champagne, and then cut to the losers' locker room where they have to wear shirts and hats that say "We lost the championship."
I do like that.
And then Tim McCarver.
Yeah, I forgot that entirely.
This guy. I hate this guy.
Fine. He's just an old guy.
He's annoying. He's a Red Sox homer.
He's
is he the one doing the interviews?
He used to do baseball. He used to do the World Series with Joe Buck, which was like the worst team of all time. The two most annoying guys. He goes, "It's really raining shit on Joe Cooper right now." Squeak gets sucked down the whirlpool somehow in the background. Yasmin Bleeth is there. She can't get autographs from the winning team, so she tries to get one for...
you should try the winners. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, we couldn't get in. So Coop gives them autographs. They're sick and dying kids. And Coop just keeps stumbling over himself. He's like, "So they're all going to die, right?" And she's like, "No, they're health challenged."
Yeah.
He goes, "Oh, is that the foundation for the terminally ill kids?" And she goes, "Oh, well, we like to think of them as health challenged and survival impaired."
Reamer shows up and says, "Let me throw a ball to my guy Travis here," and just blasts him in the face, knocks him over, and Yasmin Bleeth says, "Reamer, he's blind."
He's got to work on his coordination. He's blind.
We go to the reading of the will for Denslow, and I forget who says this. "Time ran out on the old cocksucker." Is that Reamer that says that? So Jenna's there as well, so we get some sexual tension between Coop and Jenna. Jenna and the foundation get season tickets. Little Joey's a huge fan. He's going to the hospital for some surgery. But we find out Coop is the new owner, not Jenny McCarthy. But if Coop's team doesn't win the championship, it goes back to Jenny McCarthy?
Yeah, he puts all of the pressure. Like, you get the team unless you don't win.
Yeah, and then Jenny McCarthy gets the team. So the Dallas owner says, "Hey, you know what? You can be my friend. You want to lay some carpet?"
If you know what I mean.
If you know what I mean? She's like, "I know exactly what you're talking about." And then I like this, where he's like, "Everyone leave the room. I need to talk to Coop by myself." In the video. Nobody leaves. And then he's like, "Hey, remember when you had crabs? And you got the cool powder that you put on yourself? Well, I have that now. It's great. Makes me want to sing. Let me sing now. I'm too sexy
for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt.
So bad.
Which, of course, Randy Junkins is what comes to mind for that.
Yeah. Then we get laying of carpet. We get a zoom in on Jenny McCarthy, who looks naked, Looks like she's having sex. But we pan out, and she's actually literally putting in carpet.
Yep.
And then Baxter says, all right, now that that's done, maybe you can buff my lobby. She's like, all right.
You know what I mean.
I know what that is. And then we see her downstairs with the buffing machine.
She goes, fuck this shit.
Smashes one of the trophies. It's like, fuck this. Back to a game where we have the announcers again, and they're like, hey, this is Tony, who plays a guy named Scooter on the show. What's the difference? And who gives a rat's ass Thursdays this fall on NBC?
I think I have that rundown right now. Bob Costas is saying this. And joining us in the booth this evening, big fan of basketball, Tony Nocilino, who plays, as you know, Latino cut-up Scooter on the new hit comedy series What's the Difference, airing between Recycled Junk, starring Lisa Campbell, and Same Old Crap, featuring Team Heartthrob Mark Swinson, all part of the great fall lineup in our network's Who Gives a Rat's Ass Thursdays.
We get a psych out of fat liposuctioned out of Marlon Brando's ass.
Gross, but also not as funny as I remember being.
No, we get the got milk taunt where Reamer can shoot actual milk out of his nipples.
like a lot of it.
Yeah, like a faucet. Like
Yep, like turn on a faucet. Baxter wants to make basketball like the old sports. They're playing the Jersey Informants, and their insult is, their psych out is, your mother's a terrible cook.
oh no!
And he just makes the shot and runs around the bases. They're gonna lose, but Reamer has a shot to get the win where he starts pretending like he's jerking off. Like unsuccessfully jerking off. He's just like, can't find it jerking off. I'm not sure. And it's not working, so he has to tag in Cooper, who pulls out a roll of tinfoil and then chews the tinfoil.
Yeah.
The guy freaks out and misses.
That would have freaked me out too. Like
I didn't get. But what I at this, I was like, this is weird. But then by the end of the movie, most of the time when they really mess with someone, they don't just chuck the ball sideways. They literally fall over.
Yes.
Yeah. Like,
What is happening?
pass out and fall down. They now play the Fairies. They're on a hot streak. They play the San Francisco Fairies. Not great. The Fairies have male cheerleaders, scantily clad male cheerleaders.
Fairies spelled like the boat ferry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They make some jokes which are not totally appropriate, and they get flagged on the play for making gay jokes.
Oh, come on. That wasn't a gay joke. It was an Australian joke.
Yeah, I thought that was a good bit. That wasn't a gay joke. And then they're playing Texas, I think. San Antonio. They're playing San Antonio. And San Antonio goes, what do we say? Fuck the Mexicans. Jesus Christ.
All right, I forgot about that.
The San Antonio, I forget what they were.
Defenders or something.
Yeah,
there's a lot of teams.
Defenders.
Coop does a psych out where he cuts his finger off with a clip, like a pliers or something. He shoots blood all over his face, and it's fake. I remember that being a lot funnier.
I remember loving that too. Yeah,
don't like it now. Coop visits Joey, the kid, in the hospital, and he goes, I watched all your games. I just have a question. What's a bajoina? One of his psych outs was, got a bajoina?
Because he pulled down, he turned Squeak around and pulled down his pants.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now that's a
San
bajoina.
Francisco. Yeah, he says it in an Australian
That's a
vagina. What's a vagina?
Reamer shows up to the hospital as well to rain on Coop's parade. And they say, what's your dream, kid? What do you want to do? Was expecting a basketball thing. And he goes, I'd really like to go big game hunting. Kill a rare animal like a bald eagle. All right. Besides that, what's your other dream? He just goes, Chelsea Clinton. Like, that's not happening either, buddy.
You have a better shot with Bill.
Yeah.
You have a better shot with Bill. So he settles on, he's got to hang out with the team now. So hanging out with the team means you just do what they do all the time. You get shit-faced drunk, and that's what they do. They go to a bar and take
they have him like doing
tequila
chores
shots.
and then getting drunk. And in the middle of the night? No, they have a game that night.
Yeah.
It's at like
Yeah.
6 in the afternoon.
And then they watch Jerry Springer, and then they have to take a shot every time a fight breaks out. So, of course.
In 30 seconds, they've taken 3 shots, 4
Yeah.
shots.
And then Coop turns to Joey and says, "We have a game tonight. We better get ready. And you have that liver operation in the morning. Can you hit a home run for me?" Of course he could. He could hit 2. What?
It's not like he's asking to hit 2. Oh, could you? Could you hit 2 for me? Well, of course he can.
God, he could hit 3 if he wanted to. 3, really? So then we see in the background, Coop says, "Reamer, can I talk to you back here?" And as Squeak talks to Joey, you see Reamer getting his head crushed by the bar in the background.
Mr. Reamer, what grade are you in?
Mr. Squeak, what
Mr. Squeak,
grade are
yeah.
you in? And then we cut to the game, and like, it's been a tough night for Coop. He's 1 for 11, and he smells like Christian Slater right now. Which I don't remember Christian Slater going on a bender, but I guess he did.
He must have.
He hits his second home run, and then he runs the bases but smashes through the garage.
Which the fans love.
Yeah.
And then the juxtaposition of that happening to the kid about to go into surgery and them going, "God, he stinks. He smells like Robert Downey Jr. right now." Squeak is attracted to a lady who is not a guy. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Not the best. Coop misses his third home run, and Casa said, "Good Lord, that kid God must really have it in for that poor little boy." Then they run to the hospital in their jerseys and do this whole bit, which is them basically trying to kill him while trying to save him. Like sitting on the oxygen tank,
Yeah.
giving him shots. And they're like, "The surgery was a success. What are you guys doing?" They think he's dead.
They shock him at like 15,000 volts or something.
Yep. "Dude, you killed him. Live, damn it, live." Then they go into Scottish accents. Like like
forth.
Star Trek. Like, "I'm giving it all I got, laddie. I love you. I always have." Coop goes home. He's depressed because they lost. He couldn't hit the third home run. Everybody's mad at him. The kid's probably going to be disappointed in him. So he breaks out
This
his...
might be dead now that he
may or
shocked
may
him
not
3
be.
times with 15,000 volts.
He might be dead. So he depressingly watches the Reggie Jackson game that he's taped. And it gets to the home run part where he catches the ball. And it's taped over with roadkill caught on tape. It's just a car driving over animals.
POV, point of view from the driver.
Yeah.
And then them flying and hitting the windshield and going, "Ah!"
Pretty much only raccoons too, and I think a
Yeah.
chupacabra at the
Yes.
at the very last.
Roadkill caught on tape.
A Benvenuto.
A couple Benvenutos. Jenna comes over and he hides, like quickly throws all his jerseys away. And like, she's like, "I think there was a terrorist attack at the hospital and the guys were dressed up as basketball players." Like, "Oh, that's weird." And then Jenna and him make out. And then Reamer and Squeak come running in and go, "Look at all this shit we got from the hospital." And Jenna's upset. And Reamer shows like the stethoscope to Coop, and he's like, "Let me see
Yeah.
that real quick. Does this work?" "Yeah." And he puts it up to his mouth, screams like "fuck you" into it. But he moves.
Yeah,
moves
Reamer
it,
takes it off of him
gives
and
it to
gives it to
Squeak
Squeak.
instead. Yeah.
Poor Squeak.
So Reamer goes to see Mr. Kane about making more money. And Mr. Kane has a museum of old sports stuff, including a section that says Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's jersey.
Yeah.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's
Shoes.
shorts. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's shoes. And then a case that says Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And it's really him just sitting in a glass case, which I thought was funny.
Yep.
Um,
And Reamer doesn't notice.
He
at
doesn't even
first.
notice
Yeah.
it. And at one point, Kareem gets out of the case and punches a time clock.
Did he really? I didn't
Yeah,
notice
he-
that.
In the background, he gets out.
I noticed he had
punches out.
He had Siegfried and Roy as well.
Yes. I remember laughing at this as a kid. Reamer is real dumb and doesn't get any of the double entendre business talk. Whereas Jenny McCarthy gets it all and it's wrong. Reamer doesn't understand any of it. And he's just like, you are so dumb, I can't even blackmail you. I can't figure out how to describe this to you. Like, I feel like you're a bad guy. But you want to do it, but you're just so dumb. I forget where they are, but welcome to Anal Probe Night. Reamer's pissed off.
They're playing against Area 51,
Oh,
Roswell,
right,
the
yes.
Roswell aliens.
Yes. Anal Probe Night. So Reamer has figured it out now. He realizes that Coop has rejected the offer of, you're going to have
A
more
clothing
money,
line
clothing line, all this stuff. And Coop, you need unanimous decision from all owners. And Baxter asks him, he's like, I'm not gonna do that. You're gonna have to find somebody else to be unanimous on this. Like, you idiot.
You're gonna have to get unanimous consent
From
the
somebody else, from another owner.
consent.
Oh God. So Reamer misses on purpose all of his shots now because he wants money. They get into a dude off. Lots of dudes
Not backing
here.
down,
Yeah.
dude.
Dude. So Coop says, all right, I'll solve this. Everyone gets a piece of the team. Everyone's an owner. Okay. I don't know if this is one of the funnier ones, but we get the mime psych out. I like the mime psych out.
I like the mime, yeah.
I enjoyed the mime psych out. Squeak finally gets a psych out victory after he wears a mask for multiple psych outs.
That
It
do not
doesn't work.
He keeps trying to make him scarier and scarier.
And then he takes off the mask and he just
then-
looks at the guy, and that's the
scary
psych
enough.
out.
That's the psych out. Reamer puts on a tape, a book on tape, and puts a guy to sleep. He even puts the pillow right up to his ear and lets him fall asleep and miss the shot at one point. We see Jenny McCarthy cleaning up the mess that was left when Reamer was at Baxter's museum, and where he accidentally knocked the Ty Cobb priceless bat into the fire.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And earlier, when he doesn't understand all the business talk, he goes, "What? Did I fart?" And now Jenny McCarthy finds the Ty Cobb bat, and she's like, "Who's this Ty Cobb?" He's like, She's like, "What? Did I fart?" They face the L.A. riots. Yikes!
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
not good.
they try to pump up Squeak for psyching a dude out.
Yep.
The big guy,
This, when I was younger, it might have been my favorite part of it.
he saw you jacking it in the bathroom.
He saw that?
Squeak has to read something written off of his hand.
This was the part, the psych out.
To psych out this guy. Said, hey, something about his mother. Says,
Your mother's deaf.
your
Mother's,
mother's
dead.
dead, you idiot. I guess that's why she didn't move around a lot.
Hey, he looks real pissed at
they've made the playoffs, right?
Yep.
Um,
Which I can't wait till the description of the playoffs.
Oh, that was a great
Oh,
part.
yeah.
Jenna's upset because Baxter is screwing with them and cut foundation money so that he can blackmail them into playing ball. Squeak gets his ass kicked in the background during all these arguments. We see him get stuffed into the hoop, and his head gets boxed like it's a boxing ball, like the thing you punch, whatever that is.
Speedball.
Speedball.
Speed bag, sorry.
Speed bag. So he gets killed in the background. They have to do a Beers clothing line, so Reamer becomes a model,
Yep.
which
The
he's
model.
super into, and then we do get the breakdown of the playoffs with Dan Patrick and Kenny
And
Mayne.
Kenny Mayne, the dream
Which is
team.
great.
Yeah. I just it's like a really long, after these 9 months of, we're finally reached the playoffs, we got to do this. And the very end of it, though, is my favorite part when they get through 2 minutes of it. He's like, and if no clear winner emerges from all this, a 2-man sack race will be held on consecutive Sundays until a champion can be crowned.
I like when Dan Patrick starts explaining the playoffs, and then Kenny Mayne takes over and explains it all, and you see Dan Patrick's face be like, I didn't even know that. Basically, I'm confused by what you're saying. We see Al Michaels and Bob Costas in the booth for month 9 of the playoffs. They are unshaven. They look terrible, and Bob gives the intro and he taps Al Michaels, and Al Michaels pops up from out of nowhere. He's like, "No, Daddy, don't touch me there." I'm like, oh my God. And Bob's like, and we go into extra innings, and they both are like, fuck. Which if I was an announcer, I would feel that way every time.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Extra innings?
I would hate.
It's free baseball. It's free basketball.
Free basketball.
Beers win when Reamer hits a shot after he gets out of his own personal lazy boy in the dugout, hits a shot, and has a stunt double run the bases for
I
him.
did like that when he sits back down and has somebody else in a wig run.
Then we get him in the back with Playman of the Year, Victoria Silstead. And both of them have engagement promise ring. They're not engagement rings. They're promised to have a relationship
to consider
ring.
having
A relationship.
To consider having a relationship ring.
With, what's her face?
With Yasmin Bleeth. And then they...
Yeah, what was her name?
Cooper's like, Jenna.
Ah.
And Cooper's like, you don't even like her. You have Victoria Silstead Playman of the Year right there. What are you doing? And then they have giant dicks in the locker room. And Baxter comes in to blackmail them.
Yep.
And throws down some photos of them, the clothing line being made in a sweatshop in Calcutta. And he's like, okay, you can play ball, but with me. I'm like, okay. And he's like, don't play in the next game. I'm like, wait, play ball by not playing ball? He's like, you don't get it, do you? And he's like, it's fucking blackmail, all right? I'm trying to blackmail you to lose. Jenna comes in and she's yelling at them about how could you do this with this foundation's going to get shut down and you're terrible people. And then she can't stop looking at their dicks. She's like, long wangers, penises, throbbing cocks. She runs out. Rumor says, you're not my best friend anymore, which this is, I think, quote mountain right here. When he walks through the locker room, opens a drawer, and Squeak is sleeping in the drawer, and he goes, hey,
Get off.
wake up, bitch, you're my new best friend. Drags him out. And then we get a staple of South Park in this movie, the song. They always sing their own weird songs on South Park.
Oh, yes. While he's driving the car.
We get the song while he's driving the car, and it's like, someone trying to blackmail you, and your girlfriend thinks you suck. And he's like looking at the radio like, what? And then it goes, you should probably change lanes now because that truck's getting real close. While he's driving. Like, how does this guy know everything? Coop goes to Calcutta to figure out what the fuck is going on, and then we get Robert Stack, which is my favorite part, I think, now of this movie, from Unsolved Mysteries, going basically being like, Joe Cooper went missing. Where is he? We talked to this nosy bitch up the street.
The first one was we talked to, and he gives her full name, who asked to be remain anonymous.
Yep.
Just the way he, like the deadpan Robert Stack. You know, the way he would do Unsolved Mysteries, not as a joke, just straight up dead serious. So funny. It's like, so if we're looking at possible scenarios, we could do it with scenario 1, which is a video of Rimmer going, I don't care. He's probably hanging by his neck in his fucking closet. It cuts back to Robert Stack. Scenario 1, he's hanging by his neck in his fucking closet. He walks into the control room or whatever, and do you see the background? They're all playing solitaire on their computers. They're not looking anything up. It's solitaire every computer. Time for the Denslow Cup.
And there's scenario 2 there. They go to Jenna, and they're like, "What?" And she's like, "Oh, he's heinous. He's in the most heinous, vile exploitation of children on the planet." Scenario 2: Coop went to Disney World.
Denslow Cup. Coop does show up. Dallas is kicking their ass. It's like 16-0. The kids are watching the game at the hospital. Robert Stack comes back on. It says, "Update: Coop has been found." Or he was in Calcutta. And they show like when Jenna tries to shut it off, she sees that he's gone to Calcutta and made everything right.
Everybody has health care now.
Yeah, right. And then he's like, now, if I were a woman, I'd sure love to be his girlfriend. So Jenna brings the kids to the game now. And halftime is weird. It's the Balance of Trust bridge where somebody's dressed up as a pineapple, and it's when like white people took over the Caribbean islands or something, and it's real weird. Anyway, Squeak,
Oh yeah,
the like halftime
It is.
show thing.
It is
and
very
they have
odd.
to like be part of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the players are a part of it. Squeak gives a speech about how, hey, this was just fun, you guys, and now it's fucking weird. And they're like, we get it now. And he gets flung into the fireworks, and they get it all set off. Jenny McCarthy hears the speech. She breaks up with Baxter after she polishes some doorknobs.
Yeah, polishes knobs. Hey, I got all the chrome off this one.
It's like, you want me to do the start on this one? Sure.
She's got it all over her mouth.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Coop and Reamer make up, and then they literally make up and make out. They start
Yeah.
kissing each other. We get the first Cartman voice of the movie.
Yep.
We got a couple other characters in it.
There was
little
Mr. Mr. Garrison at
Yeah,
one
he
point.
showed up.
Garrison.
I forgot how much Doug Reamer cares about kids.
Yeah, so we get Cartman's voice here for a big psych out. It's one shot to win the championship, keep the team. If he misses, he loses the team. And as he dribbles it, Lazy Boy goes flat.
Ooh, rough.
And Yasmin Bleeth, Jenna, and the kids are trying to get quickly to the game to deliver a new ball made by Joey, and says, "Can you get this cab to go any faster?" And turning around is Dale Earnhardt, the Dale Earnhardt, with a cab with the number 3 on it, driving super fast. He's like, "Can I go any faster?" Of course I can. And then that becomes an episode of Running Over Roadkill. He starts running over Roadkill. Joey gives the new ball to Coop. It's a Barca Lounger. Not a Lazy Boy, a Barca Lounger.
Right.
So Coop goes for the home run shot. He misses. They go for a double play. He gets the rebound just like in the driveway and makes the shot for the win. That's when we get Bob Costas say, "You're excited, Al Michaels? You should feel these nipples."
Great.
And then Robert Stack comes on just one more time and goes, "Update. We still have no fucking clue where this guy is." So stupid. Jen and Coop get together. Squeak and his lady get together. Reamer and Jenny McCarthy get together. Then Reggie Jackson walks up. He's like, "I'm a fan of basketball, and I got this Lazy Boy for you that popped. A kid tried to run off with it. That's real shitty. I still don't have my 3rd home run ball. Some shithead kid took it. So you better keep this safe." And he's like,
Oh, that sucks, man.
"Oh, okay, man. I'll see you around. Maybe we can get a beer sometime." He's like, "Sure, I'd love that." And he's like, "Hey, Coop." And he's like,
I don't
"I don't have your fucking ball." I was just going to say, have a great season next year. Baxter gets squirted with milk by Reamer, nipple milk. And then we get, who's this guy at the end? He's famous. The guy who interviews them. We get like 12 announcers in
Yeah.
this movie. I forget this guy's name. He used to do basketball. And he's like, "And here at this great moment, blah, blah, blah,
Oh,
blah,
that
blah,
guy, yeah.
blah, blah." I just started saying that. And that's it. That's how it ends.
There is a post-credit scene.
There is a post.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I missed it.
Okay. It is. Oh, what is it? It's Al Michaels and Bob Costas, and I'm pretty sure all they say is "dude" back and forth a couple times.
Nice. Love it. All right. Time for Quote Mountain. Quote Mountain.
It's hard. There's a
It
lot.
is. There's a lot of
There's
very
a
good
lot of
ones.
Quote Mountains here.
The one when I was a kid that used to make me laugh a lot was "I guess that's why she didn't move around last night."
Yeah.
But I think the one that made me laugh the most, watching it this time was, "God damn it! I swear if you guys rip on me 13 or 14 more times, I'm out of here."
That one's real good.
That's a very good one. The two that I really, really enjoyed were, "Oh, well, we like to think of them as health challenged and survival impaired."
That was a good one.
And then Coop arguing the call. He goes, "Oh, come on, that wasn't a gay joke. It was an Australian joke."
Vagina. Let me see. Quote Mountain. Let's see. I like all those. They're all possible. Scenario 2. Coop went to Disney. I like all the Robert
That
Stack.
was a
Robert
very
Stack's
good
very
one.
good. Yeah.
Scenario 1, he's hanging by his fucking neck.
I'm telling you, it's jobs. We got to get jobs. Then we get the khakis. Then we get the chicks. I like that.
It is very quotable.
You kids with your loud music, your Dan Fogelberg, your Zima, your hula hoops, your Pac-Man video games.
The Minneapolis Lakers moved to Los
Yeah.
Angeles, where there are no lakes. The Oilers moved to Tennessee, where there is no oil. And the Jazz moved to Salt Lake City, where they don't allow music.
Go back to your fancy cars, your big bank accounts, your celebrity friends, your beautiful women, and Victoria Silstead, Playmate of the Year.
Fuck.
Ah, fuck.
The whole breakdown of the basketball postseason was phenomenal, but it's so
It's so
long.
long, yeah.
It is so long.
Yes. That is. I'll come. I love hospitals. No, you don't. You love Taco Bell.
No, remember we were somewhere and I hooked up with that one chick. That's a hostel, dude.
Okay.
You're excited. Feel these nipples.
Yeah. A lot of good quotes. I don't know if
A
this
lot
is a
of good
great
quotes.
movie, but
No.
It wasn't as good as I remember
it
being.
was a little bit tougher.
So what do you guys want to go with for the quote?
13 or 14 more times I'm out of here.
Yeah.
That's fun,
That
man.
might be it. Most valuable player of this movie,
Robert Stack or Al Michaels, I think.
Robert Stack for me.
Is that
We
the?
still have no fucking clue
Okay.
where this guy is.
I thought that's who it was. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Robert Stack gets MVP.
I mean, of the main characters, Squeak is the best one.
Yes.
But I think Robert Stack is the best part of it.
I love his part. Scenario 1. He's hanging by his neck in a fucking closet. If I were his girlfriend, I'd marry him. All right, final verdict. This is 5.3.
5.7?
Okay, sure.
I'll go right in the middle, 5.5.
5.5?
Five
That's
and
our
a half.
low mark so far, right?
Yeah.
That is our low mark.
I thought this was going
I
to be
still
much higher.
I still like
It's
a lot of
still
this.
recommend it.
and
Give
it was
a
still
watch.
very funny.
But it's not what it doesn't hold up the way I thought it might.
No.
And there is some problematic stuff in
There
it.
sure
but-
is.
Oh,
So,
there's definitely problematic stuff in there.
But
that's
it's still,
That's
still
South
pretty-
Park, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's South Park from, what are we at, 25 years ago?
Yeah, right. All right, that's it. Basketball. We wrapped it up.
Yep.
It's time to spin the wheel and pick a sport, Wally.
Yes, we are. So since I did soccer last time, I will not. If it comes up soccer, I'll just spin again. But let's see
Oh,
what
he's
we're
got
gonna
an
get.
actual wheel on this one.
I've got an actual wheel on the phone, and it's gonna be spun again.
Soccer.
No, we're spinning again because I just did a soccer movie.
I like how it came right up. You have
Yeah.
many options. Come up again, soccer.
Come on, soccer.
Please don't. Okay, basketball.
Okay.
2 basketball
It is-
ish movies in a row.
It is on Disney Plus. We're gonna watch Glory Road.
Not Airbud. You
Not
moved
Airbud.
away from that.
Not
huh?
Because that's
Airbud.
you can't find Airbud.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Right.
Glory Road on Disney Plus. Have you watched?
Glory
I
Road.
don't think I've ever even heard of it.
So this is about the Texas Abilene Christian or
Is this Ben Affleck?
Oh, I don't think so. I don't remember. I've seen it once,
It's not.
and it's about the first college to having
five
all
blacks.
five
Oh.
black.
I know what you're talking about. I've
Yeah.
definitely not seen this.
Yeah, I was between that one and Hoosiers, and I don't think I could find Hoosiers anywhere.
Josh
So,
Lucas. It's the main character.
Maybe if I saw him.
Yeah. He plays Don Haskins.
Don's brother, Don.
Don Haskins. This is a high rated. 7.2.
I remember-
I do remember when it
Liking
came
it
out,
a
but I don't
lot.
think I ever saw it.
I remember liking it a lot when I
This
watched
guy's
it.
in like The Good Wife, maybe? Not sure. He's in Yellowstone.
Oh, who's he in Yellowstone?
Young John Dutton.
Actual
Oh.
actual Don Haskins is in the movie as well. He gets a cameo.
Hmm.
Oh, I think I know exactly who you're talking about. Okay.
Young John Dutton. What else is he in?
We got John Voight.
John Voight of
John
Anaconda
Voight.
fame.
Was in The Firm, the TV series.
Apparently Emily Deschanel. Like,
Zoe's
Zoe's sister?
Her sister, yeah.
huh, I didn't know she had a sister.
Yeah,
really?
because wasn't she in...
Tatiana Ali's in it. Nice.
Oh, okay.
Zoe's sister was in something.
Those are pretty much the only names that I know.
She was in...
She was
Oh,
in
Pat
her-
Riley's in it.
Nice. Bones. Bones is what she was in for like 12 years.
Oh, she was
Oh,
Bones?
her.
Yeah, she was
okay.
in Bones.
I do know that.
Wait, what? Isn't that her character? Isn't she Bones?
She might be Bones. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
She's in
yeah,
that show.
she is.
She's like a main character. All right. What's it called again? Glory Road?
Glory
Glory
Road.
Days.
Glory
Road.
Hole.
Glory Road.
Glory Road.
Glory.
What are you trying to make us do?
Glory Hole, the movie.
What are you trying to make us do? All
What
right.
you guys-
Glory Road. An
Glory
actual
Road.
good movie.
Yes.
Like a serious movie.
All of the movies that
guess.
I chose were either good movies or very funny movies. Or both in some cases.
I thought I chose both here. I don't think it was...
It was funny, but not as funny.
It wasn't a good movie. It was a good-ish movie.
I'm pretty sure I bought this from the $5 bin at Walmart. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure I was
That's
there.
acceptable.
Pretty sure I was there with Hep one night and we both bought it or something like that.
I mean, it's worth a watch, I guess, but it's not great.
Don't... Bigger deal for 13-year-old kid.
Yes.
Yes, for sure.
Please don't listen to us if you're a 13-year-old.
Ah! Don't watch it. All right, that's it. We're done. Peace out.